Picture this. You spent countless late nights and thousands of dollars simping for your favorite female Twitch streamer. Fawning over her in chat, sending donations, and fantasizing about the life you'll have together when she finally realizes you're the one. Then, you find out she has a boyfriend in real life. The ultimate betrayal. So you do the only rational thing. You drive 700 miles to her house and light her car on fire at 2 a.m. Pour one out for my guy. I'm a little late to this one, but it was highly requested, so let's see how it went down.
On May 16th, 2023, officers from the Monroe Police Department in Ohio
Shout out
were
Midwest
dispatched
Safety,
to a situation
as always.
involving a vehicle being
Legend.
intentionally set on fire.
Hey, do you live here? Come tell me what happened, hon. Yeah, come over here.
Yeah, that car's still cooking.
I don't know. Let them deal with it. Is there anybody else in the house we need to know about? I need you to stay here and let us deal with it. Okay, come tell me what's going on and who's all in the house. Nobody?
No, just my bird and my 2 cats.
Okay.
That's like the classic Twitch streamer pet lineup. 2 birds and a cat. Or a bird and 2 cats. Either way.
So,
I was
On
dead
brand.
asleep.
yeah?
And he said, who's outside? We've got cameras on the house. He said, who's outside? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, who's the man that put something on her car? Because he's at work, and I guess he notified him that somebody was outside. So he looked, and he said, there's a man putting something on her car.
Okay.
And I pulled it up. I said, oh my God, hold on.
When the victim says she, quote, pulled it up, she means their house surveillance
Oh, yeah.
footage, which shows the entire crime being committed. The suspect, wearing a loose-fitting pair of lighter-colored sweatpants, latex gloves, a darker-colored shirt, a hat, and a mask, sets a box-shaped object on the vehicle. He then sets another object on top of it with a fuse-like wire sticking out of it. The suspect lights it with a lighter and walks away, which leads to the entire front end of the vehicle being engulfed in flames.
What do you suppose this contraption was? It's like a box and then a crock pot with a fuse, maybe filled with
Away.
accelerant, perhaps. Whatever it was. Clearly it was meant to spill over and then light the car on fire. Truly a bizarre way to do things, you know? Could have been cooler if you, like, I don't know, put a car bomb on it, or you know what? I'm not gonna speculate. This is you shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Come on.
So, I mean, I can show you, but it was something
I like
square.
that
Walked all the way back over there and
even
got
amidst
something
such a
that almost looked like
high
a
stress
lampshade.
operation here, he's
On top
practicing
of it,
safe
and then
COVID
he lit
regulations with the mask.
He lit it, and then he walked
Or maybe
away.
that was
And
his,
it.
like, well, if they have security cameras, they're not gonna see me.
I can pull up what I have right now.
That's fine.
While the victim shows the officers the surveillance
Yikes.
footage, the fire department arrives and puts the fire out. The vehicle is a total loss.
Forward that to my email address somehow. Do you know how to do that?
I'll see if I can figure. I'm not.
Okay. So your video, where did it show him walk off to? Do you know?
It looked like he just came this way.
The suspect was just last seen over here in a cul-de-sac and then disappeared.
This officer, as well as many others in the area, both on foot and patrolling in their vehicles, all begin to look for any suspicious people in the vicinity. 10 minutes later, officers find a vehicle parked on the side of the road, only about 2 minutes away from the crime scene.
Brother made it all at 2 minutes away. Pulled up on the side of the road for a quick 15-minute nap. You can't write it better than that, dude. Woo! Assuming this is him.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to rest up a little bit. I have a long drive.
Why are you doing it out here?
No reason.
Hey, keep your hand up.
I was putting my seat up.
Well, keep your hands up.
We're on the first cul-de-sac off of...
Stop reaching at your seat, okay? Unlock the door. Where do you live?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York?
Damn, bro.
What are you doing out here?
Just came to visit a friend, really.
Where's the friend live?
Down in Cincinnati, but he's working, like, doing some construction over here.
Well, step out. Do you have anything on you? Any weapons like that?
No?
Turn and face the car. You mind if I search you real quick?
Sure, go for it.
I mean, his defense, 700 miles is a long way to drive. It's tough to just pull that stint off, do a 700-mile leg just to light a little bitty fuse and light a car on fire, and then do 700 back. You know, it's only normal to need a little shut-eye to make sure you're safe on the ride home. It's 2:30 in the morning, for Christ's sake. You don't want to be falling asleep and flying off the road.
So why did you decide to just pull off in a neighborhood to sleep? I'm so confused.
Because I drove 40 miles here,
Maybe you could have made it.
I literally came
farther
like an
than 2
hour
minutes
ago,
away.
and I was like shot, and so I just needed to knock out.
So you just pull off into a random neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, it was right off of the street, whatever it is. I really didn't know where to go because there's nowhere to like. There's no parking lots around here or anything. There was.
Where's
like,
your ID?
It's in my phone.
You're from New York? Come over here with me. We're gonna stand by my car.
It's not going to
Okay.
go well. I have
Is
a
everything
feeling.
okay?
Just take a look.
Yeah, you said your phone's in the car?
Yeah. Do you
Your
want?
ID on the back of it? Is that where you keep
Yeah,
it?
it's in the case. I can
Okay,
open
if
it.
you care if I look at it? Thank you. All right.
Come over here with me.
Assuming that
It's very confusing.
since his car wasn't on the security camera, it sounds like he parked maybe a block or two away and walked it over. But the whole thing is so fucking sketchy, like sarcasm aside. So grateful that it wasn't worse, you know what I mean? As far as some other stories I've heard of psychopathic simps that take it the extra mile and do some crazy shit in real life to the females that they watch online. We've seen some horror stories with that, so just crazy to see him like acting super cordial, nice, like normal dude, but just completely tapped.
Makes no sense to me.
I know. I'm sorry. It's the truth though.
But why would you, I just don't understand why you would pick this neighborhood to come in the back of, to sleep in front of these people's house.
Honestly, I just made the first right out of there because I needed just like a spot where I wasn't in the main road. And I'm sorry if like they called the cops or something because they probably thought I was, I don't know, doing something weird here. But I swear, like I'm not doing anything crazy out of left field or anything like that.
Not a bad defense if he really was just doing what he said he was doing, which, spoiler alert, he's not. But, like, I'd be like, all right, yeah, cool, whatever. If it's late and we needed some shut-eye, I understand you don't want to do it on the main road. Still weird and probably not, I don't know what the rules are around that, but, like, feels like he's doing okay explaining himself.
We search the car?
No, please, go for it.
The reason why I asked is because there was somebody who set a car
Here we
on
go.
fire.
You set a car on fire?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you set a car on fire?
They set the car on fire.
Like, they lit the,
Love that.
the,
What do you mean? Like, how do you even set a car on fire? That's crazy. You don't, like, wear a COVID mask with gloves and, like, put a crock pot on top filled with something and a fuse. You wouldn't do that, would you? How do you do that? It wasn't me, obviously. I was sleeping.
gas tank? Mm-hmm. They lit the gas tank? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you're back here.
No, I mean,
Well, you see how that's why I'm contacting you? You see how it's weird?
yeah. But no, I mean, that wasn't me. Sorry.
How long have you been back here?
What time is it?
About 3 o'clock in the morning.
I got here probably like around midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said we could search it if you want to do that.
Okay. Can you have him pop the trunk
Don't
with this
mind
key?
if I
Can
do.
you
Yeah.
pop the trunk with the key? Or is the keys in it?
Yeah, no, I can pop the trunk with the key.
Thank you.
Sure.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Not a big drinker. Too busy in the Twitch chats, moderating, telling the girls how good they look tonight. A white knight takes no quarter with the potion of the devil. Too much work to be done. A couple supplements in the back.
I came because I landed at CVG, and I drove. It's like 40 miles, and I was already shot from the freaking flight.
So where does your friend live?
Somewhere like down there, but he works up here,
That doesn't sound very
Yeah.
specific.
Down where?
Near CVG, near,
Oh, okay.
near the airport. Yeah, but I'm about to bounce if everything checks out here.
Yeah. So definitely didn't light the car on fire. So if you guys, I know it's weird that I'm sleeping here and I acted so shocked, but I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce. If we're all good, you didn't happen to find the gloves and all the evidence I probably left in my car that I just allowed you to search, did you? You didn't. Hopefully that you didn't find that, did you?
Cold?
It's warm.
Let me ask you. You be honest with me.
Engine's
Yeah.
warm.
Sure.
Are you waiting for somebody to get back in the car with you?
No, absolutely not.
Because if you be honest with me, things go, things will be a lot easier.
Sir.
But if you're lying to me, then we're going to have some issues.
Looks like it's a clear case of this man getting ready to have some issues. But fortunately, I'm here to make your life easier with today's video sponsor, Upside. So let's talk about that and we'll get right back into the business. The most valuable app you can have on your phone in 2025 is Upside. You guys know I've been using them for over a year now. It's the easiest way to earn money doing the things you already do. Real cash back on essentials like gas and groceries and luxuries like eating out. Here's an example. I love my truck and it's great in the snow, which we just had a ton of, but it's a guzzler. So earning cash back every time I fill this baby helps soften that sting. Check it out. When you open the Upside app, it shows you the offers in proximity to your location. And the great news is the gas station right next to me here, where I'm going, is offering me 20 cents a gallon back. I just hit claim, I pump, I pay with my usual credit card.
Then Upside tells you you're done and you get to enjoy the money in your account in a couple days.
It's real money too, not bogus points. You put it right in your bank account if you want, or use it at your favorite online retailers. Super easy. There is a ton of local businesses participating, and it's a win-win. They get your business, you earn money for doing what you would already be doing anyways. Upside users are making as much as $280 a year. So to find out how much you can earn, click the link in my description below to download the Upside app and use code LeonLush to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Or scan the QR code here to claim this offer. There's honestly nothing to lose. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you.
I understand, and like, trust me, I'm from New York. I've ran into cops before, when like getting pulled over for speeding or something like that. Like, I know the best policy is to be honest, and I'm not waiting for anybody. And I didn't set anybody's car on fire or anything like that. Promise you. Not like on any drugs or anything.
Okay.
I don't drink.
Maybe you should start.
So I'm sorry, but
Well, give me a minute.
yeah, take your
Okay.
time. Sure.
Or two, if you had a good look at who it was. I got this mail over here, but I'm not finding anything that would relate him to it. Right now, we're just gonna figure some things out, okay? So
Yeah.
you're not free to leave until we do that, okay? And then we're waiting for your information to return.
My information to return?
Yeah, your ID. We ran your ID.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sure.
The only problem, see where we're coming from?
Yeah. How far?
I mean, if that was your house, wouldn't you be a little creeped out?
I thought that's what happened. I thought they called the cops on me because I was sleeping over here, and I was like, shit, like they're just gonna think I'm like trying to rob them or something. But no, like something like that. I honestly just made the first right off that road. Made the first right because I was like, yo, I need a place to just knock out for 30 minutes, and it ended up being a few hours. But yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody here.
I can't get over that the man made an elaborate plan to drive so far and light someone's car on fire only to drive 2 minutes down the road before pulling up to take a nap. He's just like, get out of there. His heart's racing. He's looking back. The car's like on fire. The flames are getting higher. He's driving away and he's just like, oh man, I am beat all in a day's work. You just can't rationalize with stupid, I guess.
This officer has now sent a picture from the surveillance footage that shows the suspect so he can compare it to this man they're investigating.
Wow, outfit looks pretty similar.
Do me a favor right now. We're gonna come over here and I'm just gonna put you in the back real quick.
Yeah.
Okay?
Is everything okay? Is something from the back bad on my ID?
No.
Okay.
No, not for right now. I just want to put you in the back of the car real quick so I can look at some things and go from there, okay?
Yep. Close my door.
Yeah, I'll get it.
You want to take my keys?
Yep.
Dude is such a submissive, which he can just, it's that type of personality. Better for the officers. I love that they're like, yeah, do me a favor. He's not, like, they know this guy's just such a submissive loser. Like, I don't want to be mean. Clearly the dude has some issues, could use some help. But instead of being like, you're under arrest, which they're not going to go, they're like, you mind just sitting in the back of the car? And here's the cuffs. You mind putting these handcuffs on yourself while you wait? We're just looking at some things. Oh, yeah, sure. You want me to do it in the front, or should I clip them in the back? That's good. You want me to buckle myself too? Like, you know what? I'll read the Mirandas to myself while I'm in there because I know you got a job to do.
It's about the same outfit. I want to see if there's a mask in here.
I don't know if there was a COVID mask in there or not. Did he say who he was coming to visit from Newark? Why that's so important that he drive here?
He No.
It's just weird that you would come to visit a guy for that long of a flight.
10 minutes.
Here's your COVID mask.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lighter in here. He's got a torch lighter. Yeah, there's a torch lighter and a blue COVID mask.
Oh, yeah.
There's no luggage. There's no backpack.
Yeah, there's no hat.
Well, where's his luggage at? Where's his bag?
Let's detain him.
He's in the car, right?
Well, yeah.
You searched him
Let's just
real good?
leave him there, wait for the detectives. I think this might be our guy.
A canine unit is now brought to the crime scene at the victim's house so they can pick up and track the suspect's scent. Officers now simply have to
Canines
see
are
if
so
the canine
badass, dude.
unit leads officers to the same male they're investigating a couple minutes down the road.
Sprinting towards the guy.
So be honest with you, man. We got a dog that's tracking right now. Okay?
Okay.
From where the crime happened.
Oh, no.
Okay? You be honest with me. Is that dog gonna lead straight to this car?
No. I promise you it's not.
Okay. All right.
There was something in the
Sorry, I
back seat
can't,
because
dude.
you can see an impression and you can see a piece of a glove, purple glove right there.
Yep.
And then there's an
Which
impression.
there was a box.
A box?
It was like a box here.
Yeah, that's a box. That's the shape of a box.
And he's wearing the same shirt and the same outfit.
I venture to say that he definitely needs to be talked to.
Yes, he does. So I'm gonna stop questioning now
wouldn't
and
talk
let
to him
detectives.
anymore. Yeah.
Just give us 1 second, all right, ma'am?
Take your time.
Okay.
That dog is cooking, dude. He's moving quick.
Dave, was he in that car? Yeah.
The K9 tracked the scent to the car the male was found sleeping in, prompting newly arriving officers to discuss their new #1 suspect.
Love it.
So he's in the back of my car.
Okay.
He's not handcuffed.
Okay.
Because we didn't know at first.
Okay.
He said that he's visiting a friend, and he pulled off the side of the road because he was too tired to drive.
This car here?
He said
Okay.
he's been here since 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And said that he hasn't moved. So if you want, I don't have a hat. That's the only thing I don't have. But if you want to look at him and everything, it looks like
You
the
identified
guy.
him? It does?
Yes. Go
Beard?
look at him. He's got a
Hat,
beard.
shirt.
He's got the same clothing. He's got the reflective shoes. Everything.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, just need to talk to you for a minute, okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent.
Look, you could just look at this. He knows he's fucked. Look at this dude. Look at his face.
Okay, I'm gonna read your rights real quick.
But that is like poof. That is the epitome of a defeat face. He's like, you know what? I gave it my best shot. I planned it out. Came here. I even wrote down the 30-minute nap 2 minutes down the street. In hindsight, probably should have had a better plan, but you got me. You got me. The dog's up in his crotch like.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Were you involved in a situation down the street where you lit something that caught on fire?
No.
I'm gonna point blank ask you.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I understand that you're over here visiting friends, but you parked over here for a reason. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
It's not me.
That's not you?
No.
Sure looks like you in everything you're wearing.
It's not me.
That's not you, huh? Look a little closely. Your heart's starting to race a little bit more.
Is it? Because it's not me. I feel like you're trying to tell me it's me, but it's not.
It's not you, huh?
It's really not.
That's not you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it's kind of funny how that appears to be you. Reflective shoes, pants,
Are they?
the shirt, your
No.
beard.
That is not me. Man, I don't know what to tell you. That's just not me.
Okay. Well, right now you're going to be detained until further notice. Okay? Until we find out what's going on here.
This is mad, dude.
All right?
Sure.
Okay. We need to make sure that you're involved or you're not involved. Okay. So I'd rather you be honest with me and we talk about the situation and what's going on.
Sorry.
No, you stay right there.
Yeah.
Be honest with me and tell me what's going on because
My brothers in Christ, all right, just sidebar for a moment. This is why you must stop gooning, okay? You must repent for your sins, log offline once in a while, and touch grass. Get rid of your Twitch subscriptions to all the females that you think are cute that play video games, and you're on there fucking 8 hours a day. Put it away. Shut it down. Go to the gym. Go outside. Pick up a hobby. Play some sports. Lift heavy things. You physically and mentally cannot afford to turn into this man. And this is what happens when you spend 17 hours a day in a Discord and the other 8 hours a day on a Twitch stream fucking falling in love with parasocial relationship broads on the internet. It's fucking, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta get outside. You gotta get that vitamin D, that sunlight. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to do you a favor. Please, Christ. Of everything that's whole, you need to log off the internet once in a while. Unless it's to watch a Leon Lush video, in which case you stay logged the fuck in. But please, Lord, like for all intents and purposes, this man seems well adjusted, right? But how much time online must it take to do some shit like this? It is incomprehensible to me, but here we are.
If I find out you're lying, we're going to figure out some more things going on here. And if I find evidence that points you, that it's just you,
It's not me.
we're done.
Okay. Sir, it's not me. I promise you, it's not me. I picked the wrong spot to take a nap. I don't know anything about that. It wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, there'll be other evidence we'll have to determine here in just a few minutes, but right now...
That being said, I haven't really looked into the conclusion of any of what's happened here. Would be a hell of a coincidence if this was just a random dude taking a nap on the side of the road and just happened to be wearing the same outfit and have the same beard as the guy who lit the car on fire.
You said you're being detained, so I'm going to put handcuffs on you. Turn up, change your back.
Crazier things have happened. Don't want to jump to conclusions.
There you go. Turn left. Do we have permission to look for your vehicle?
Yeah.
Look through your vehicle?
Absolutely.
We do?
Yeah.
You have consent to do so? Can you tell me that on camera recording?
Yeah.
What is your first name?
Farhan.
All right, sit that for a minute.
I forgot to tell you too, he has a perfect box impression in his backseat. Like that package that was on the car.
I can say it's probably pretty darn close.
Clear on your grill.
If you look in the center console, there's a COVID mask and a torch. In the center console, in there.
Where?
In that.
In the center console here? Okay, well, if you guys already had consent from him?
Yes.
Okay, if you've already got all that, we'll just stop right here because there's no need for me to even go further then.
The dog picked up hard coming down, and came down here, and as soon as we hit this street, he picked up super hard. Because he said, you'll know when he's tracking, he said, because he'll start basically jogging. And we was jogging here, as soon as we hit this street, he was like...
While searching the area around the suspect's car, officers found multiple plastic bags with a hat, multiple sets of latex gloves, and another mask within them, not even 10 feet away from the vehicle, underneath a pine tree.
Oh my God! You couldn't even go past the second layer of pine trees? You picked the first pine tree you saw to hide your shit? A stone's throw away from the car you were napping in 30 minutes after lighting the car on fire, 2 minutes down the street from where you lit the car on fire? Not even 3 tree depths in? Farhan? Holy fucking shit, did you at least Google what you should do? I mean, that would have got you probably caught in the end too, but Jesus Lord! I think it's safe to say he wasn't in his right mind. Wasn't acting rationally. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's a bigger plan here we're not privy to. But right now, it's looking a little careless. Little whoops-a-daisies.
And everything. Yep.
Can you explain why no more than 10 feet from your car is a hat that matches the exact picture from the suspect in the video?
I can't, but
Are your fingerprints going to be on that bag?
maybe, I don't know.
Is your DNA going to be in that hat?
It shouldn't.
Okay, so there's no way your DNA can be in that hat. So when we test it, we're not going to find your DNA in there.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't, no.
Okay. I guess I'm a little confused. This is a pretty random, off the beaten path
I
area.
did see people walking around it.
Oh!
This is a very random area to be.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Now look, when I was asleep, somebody might have come thrown a bag there.
Definitely.
We'll be back with you in a bit, okay?
I got pretty much everything over here.
Probably, yeah.
You got gloves and a mask. In the other bag, you have gloves, a receipt, a mask, something else, and a hat.
Dude, honestly, this is so hard, though. Like, he must be in his head pumped. He's like, yo, when this body cam footage comes out, and she sees how hard I'm riding for her right now, she's gonna love that, bro. Like, I'm not backing down at all. Like, these cops, no, it wasn't me. Hell no. I'm alpha male, putting up a fight, you know? Not just sticking to my gun. She's gonna see this, and she's gonna want me back. I'll buy her a new car. It's whatever. that's the master plan, and maybe it's going to work.
It's gonna be him, bro.
Okay, so
I don't think.
the hat, the gloves, receipts are all in that bag.
What receipt?
I haven't looked at the receipts yet, but there's receipts in there. So obviously they're going to be checking video from the stores of those receipts.
Is the last 4 digits of the credit card going
This is
to
the last
match
time I'm
your
going
credit card?
to say it. If you have any involvement in this, now's the time, because things are kind of spiraling out of control.
I'm not the one that gets my hands dirty. I'm just gonna say that. I didn't do
Are
it.
you suggesting that somebody else did it for you?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying I didn't do it.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. We're going to have one of these gentlemen take you back to the PD. We're going to have to get a search warrant for DNA.
Okay.
Get a search warrant for your phone. Based on what I've got out here right now, I have more than enough to charge you with this crime. And that's an F1 ag arson.
Please don't do this to me. I didn't do this. I'm not the guy.
I'm not saying you are. You're not.
Compelling case.
Okay.
You're putting me through this. It's gonna hurt my family and really, really bad.
We'll get it figured out. But right now, I'm just being honest with
Consequences of gooning, young man.
We'll take you back to the PD and we'll get it figured out.
Get your hand off your jaw.
In addition to all the evidence so far, people who live in this area also have surveillance footage that caught the specific times that the suspect parked on the street. Officers discuss these specific times and relate them to the suspect's claim of being parked there since midnight.
2:21 is when it got lit. 2:27 is when they're saying they saw the video of him coming in here. So him being here since midnight is not correct.
No. So they actually saw video of him coming up when? The car came when?
Right after the call came out.
Right.
Yeah. So you said you came out here around 12, around midnight? They got video of you pulling in here around 2:25. You've been lying to us from the start, man. So we're taking you back to the PD. We'll go from there. But
When is the hearing gonna be?
I don't know yet. That'll be up to the courts.
I don't know at this point. Don't you like you? I just wish, for the sake, it would make my day if he was just like, oh. Yeah, you got me. I was in love with this broad, and found out. Well, it was that you wouldn't understand. I spent a lot of money. Let's be honest. A lot of bits, ton of donations, a lot of text to speech in the chat, and she really thought she really had a thing out. I thought she really loved me, and then turns out she had a boyfriend. So, what am I gonna do? I just watch somebody else on Twitch, go outside, go to the gym. It's like I'm here. Yeah, of course it was me. What I was gonna do? Obviously, I have to light her car on fire, send a message.
Go ahead, step out. We're gonna walk right in here, okay?
Gotta give it to him. He's got perspicacity and resolve
Stay right over here.
in his denial.
I know you probably can't, but can I get these off?
Huh?
Can I get these off?
We will when we get down there.
Okay. I know the evidence is overwhelming, but I'm not the guy that did this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not the guy who gets my hands dirty, you know? Like, it's just not me.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you know something about the crime, then you might want to tell the detective.
Yeah, at this point, I think I just need a lawyer, honestly, because I'm not the guy that did this, and you know, he told me I'm being charged with it, like I did do it, so.
What brings you to the point where you actually execute on something so insane? Like that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of the people that have these double lives where they spend so much time and energy invested in these unhealthy parasocial dynamics. But then on the flip side of that, they have these very normal lives with probably loving families and, you know, like non-traumatic households a lot of times. I'm always curious of like where that thread starts in their life to lead them down this path where they arrive here. And if there was something that could have happened along the way to just veer them in a direction where, you know, you could be an adult and look at something like this and be like, wow, that's fucking crazy. I can't believe someone would do that. But no, you're like, it's almost like in his head, he's like, he believes that he's not the guy that does this. He's like, I would never do this. I don't get my hands dirty. But he was clearly driven to the point where he did. Or maybe that was
The #1 suspect was charged with aggravated arson, breaking and entering, and possession of criminal tools. His vehicle was towed and impounded as evidence. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, off the record, but most cops can tell when you're lying. Hey,
There he
everyone,
is,
I'm
Officer
John.
John.
I appreciate you for watching. Now, every year, police and fire departments face a troubling rise in vehicle arsons. And in fact, these arsonists can cause devastating financial losses, not just to vehicle owners, but to entire communities as well. Now, in my rookie years, I once had to hold a crime scene on last out of a vehicle set on fire. And I remember thinking, why? Because normal people just don't do this. After the scene was clear some hours later, I found out that the vehicle was connected to a homicide in another district, and the people connected to it were attempting to destroy evidence. However, detectives, of course, took the case from this point, but it always remained with me that people will go to extraordinary lengths just to cover up a crime, and that's scary. Now, today we have a case out of Ohio, a burning vehicle, a man placing items on that vehicle, camera footage showing the entire incident, and an unidentified male does this and then calmly walks away. Now, this is chilling to me because people are in their homes asleep, and if the fire department wasn't able to act quickly enough, this could have ended even more tragic.
Certainly.
Now, police soon canvassed the neighborhood and they found a male asleep in a vehicle. His story is he's resting up due to his long drive back, and that's definitely suspicious to me, especially at this time. And if you watch his exaggerated response when the officer tells him that someone—
How do you light a car on fire? What? Oh, they blew up the gas tank? They must have been gas tank related, right?
car on fire, he laughs and says, "How do you set a car on fire?" Now, in that moment, in my opinion, I believe he knows more than he's saying, and I believe the officer speaking to him knows that something is up as well. And what do you know? The K9 leads officers back to the suspect's vehicle, and the look on his face when the suspect looks at the phone image was priceless. Now, police—
That was good.
That scene did possibly go beyond just the vehicle. They interviewed the woman with the footage, they got the K9 out there to track his scent, read him his rights, and gathered evidence of what they had. However, it cannot be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that he was the man in the video, and that's the totality of all the circumstances. Now, do I think that he was involved with the crime? Absolutely. But it cannot be proven that he was the man in the video, and unfortunately, that's just the nature of fighting crime. That's all I have for today, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you on the next one.
It's safe to assume here. Big shout out to John, though, Midwest Safety dude, for the professional breakdown at the end. Consummate professional, obviously, clearly has experience in the field, which I don't at all. I'm just a degenerate asshole that enjoys kind of the dichotomy of human behavior we see a lot of times in these body cam videos, and approach it from a little more of a whimsical perspective. Pardon me. But it would appear to me that Farhan's royally fucked. I don't know. I would assume this case is probably still pending, but it feels pretty obvious that there's going to be some DNA evidence in the hat. And I think if you connect the DNA to the hat and then the cameras, there's, I mean, he's calling it circumstantial, but that's a guilty verdict, right? Moral of the story is stop gooning, stop simping, get a hobby, go to the gym, lift something heavy. What the fuck are you doing here? God almighty. As usual, though, I appreciate your company here. Couldn't do it without you. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Make sure you hip thrust that motherfucking like button on the way out. Cheers. Peace.